So our final matchup here in the Ultimate Contender at 90 kilograms. This tournament, Dean, already red hot here tonight in Norwich. But this one pitting Kamil Pruchenski from the red corner in those white shorts from the Spirit Dojo by way of Poland. And this one, another international matchup. Elson Evora by way of Portugal from the Knowsley Academy in the blue. And Kamil, we've seen in action many times before. An ever-improving fighter with good power behind varied combinations, but very eager to see how Evora is going to match up with him tonight. Another fan favorite here at just 18 years of age. Both these guys very, very young in their career, Dean.
Kamil is light on his feet, but puts power in those kicks. She needs to put some shots on the end of them. Feeling out process here. Both these fighters gauging distance.
And both came in a little bit light, which is nice. I don't think any of them is going to suffer in cardio. Pruchenski doing a good job going to the legs, but Evora a little bit more wise to that attack and timing his punches and doing so, Dean, to interrupt that leg kick attack.
I was just about to say, Evora seems to have really good timing and engaging his distance. He's able to land that left hook and that kick and then get out of distance there. You see again, keeps his leg up in case for the check. Lovely kicks there by Evora. Oh, beautiful left hook, really finding a home for that left hook. Kamil really needs to get out of that corner.
And some good clinch control from both fighters, but neither abusing it. Good awareness of this rule set. I know we've said that a lot here tonight, but it's so important when you get fighters from different striking backgrounds, whether it's Thai or Senshu or Karate or Taekwondo. You've got to be aware of the rule set and develop your game to adapt to that rule set to perform. And these two, just picture perfect.
Big shot there by Kamil. You're quite correct there, Chris. I think these guys are high-level guys. We're going to clinch each other, and they're going to push each other away because they know that after that one knee, they can get hit.
And Evora not quite slipping that jab-2 combination from Pruchenski. I feel like Pruchenski's been a little bit more accurate, but both fighters chucking volume at each other.
Brilliant round there by Kamil and Elson. Both alike, putting some shots down, gritting down on their mouthpieces and trying to fill out their opponent and also land some decisive heavy shots. Beautiful kicks from Kamil. Let's see how these second round pans out.
So how can Evora, though, counter that 1-2 low kick combination that seems to be Kamil's bread and butter?
He really needs to come in with that check, and he needs to make Kamil pay after landing the kick. So he's going to stick up a check, maybe a straight right hand overhand right.
And round 2 here at Contenders. It's our final preliminary bout of the evening. This one at 90 kilos. And Kamil using that jab several times very nicely, Dean, and following it up with that right cross.
Elson Evora coming back with some leg kicks of his own, which equally made Kamil stop in his tracks. He was in the middle of a nice combination there and took a leg kick and stopped.
And a wise interruption, as you said, from Elson Evora. But I feel like if Evora doesn't put something beyond that interruption and beyond that counter, he may just get outworked by Kamil.
That's true, and also Kamil's sensed the home for that low leg kick because Evora plants all his weight on that front foot when he comes in. He needs to be light in order to engage the check. Nice left hook there by Evora.
And Paul Daly's fighter possibly finding himself in a little bit more of an even matchup here as Evora stalks forward.
Kamil's corner screaming for him to advance, put more pressure on Evora.
And it's funny how Evora was putting more pressure on him, so you can see a case of two pressure fighters trying to fight fire with fire, Dean.
Take the fighter out of his comfortable water, take him out the shallow end and put him in the deep end at his own game. That's going to make him wilt, it's going to make him think. And when you're thinking, you're not fighting autonomously, Chris. Nice left hook there by Evora. He needs to follow that with a nice right hand, though.
And that was a good combination when someone extends that jab possibly a bit far or across. You can get right over those straight shots with a good curvy hook, Dean.
Often the ones that come from obscure and weird angles are the ones that catch you.
And Evora doing a better job of trying to home in on the head of Kamil, but
Kamil's lazy with that jab. He really needs to make it change it to a stiff jab and move his head because he's eating the hooks. That's one. Did that wobble Kamil right there?
I can't tell. Yeah, no, we're going to get a separation.
Again, he walks into that left hook. He really needs to keep his hands up. block that left hook and throw a left hook of his own. He can come up, block him with his right hand and come with a left hook right hand.
What a great fight. A much better round, I feel, for the Portuguese fighter from Knowsley Academy, but Kamil going to probably make some adjustments with the footwork when you consider the power that was threatening him from Evora, Dean.
That's true. I imagine Spirit Doja and Paul Daly is giving Kamil some good advice on how to deal with those strikes that he's eaten mostly in this fight. Likewise, Elson Evora's corner would be telling him to come forward, land those heavy kicks with the heavy shots, and engage in that left hook. Once he's landed it, follow with the right hand.
And we move on here into the next round. And some interesting corner advice from both camps, Dean.
Yeah, Elson was telling him to knee, break, knee again, and go more aggressive, as he does beautifully and wobbles Kamil there.
Yeah, as you were saying, the Evora camp was calling for Evora to charge forward with more strikes as you set off and into that clinch. And he's doing very nicely with punches working into close range, Dean.
They must know that Evora works well when he's pressuring, not being pressured. Now, Kamil needs to switch the game up. He needs to pressure with heavy leg kicks, heavy head shots.
Way!
Oh, my goodness. So Elson Evora comes with his hands down, coming in, battering Kamil back into the corner.
And really asking questions in a significant fashion is Elson Evora of his opponent, Kamil Pruchenski. And I feel like the conditioning that we said was going to be strong for both these guys might be in the edge of the Evora camp, as you were saying, Dean. He seemed to have recovered very well, and it appears he's capitalizing on that tonight here against Kamil.
He really hasn't wilted in his power and his speed, particularly with that left hook, still finding its home, still finding the same amount of that beautiful left hook.
And
lead uppercut.
Yeah, and he went lead uppercut, a little bit of a shovel uppercut there. Very technical work here.
There. He's just having fun here, is Elson Evora. Kamil seems to be wilting under this pressure. He's almost going back to the ropes to try and gain, to collect himself.
And trying to keep that undefeated record is Elson Evora here in this packed venue here in Norwich tonight. 1,000 big ones on the line, ladies and gentlemen. This is the way you embrace an opportunity, Dean.
That's true. Elson smelt blood, moving, excellent head movement there, and then comes up with a kick. Kamil seems to be wilting, both cardio and under the pressure of these big kicks and punches from Elson Evora.
Wow. And a complete lack of respect for the punching power and kicking power of Kamil. Elson with his hands down says, what? Come on in. Man.
Wow.
What a round from these two. Great performance and a great show of sportsmanship. It was back and forth action, Dean. I would hate to be a judge in this fight.
Well, ladies and gents, massive round of applause for both of these guys, please, tearing it up in there. We do have a winner. Moving on to the semi-final. From the blue corner, Elson Evora.
Good fight, champ.